Hello and welcome to episode 231 of the video show. Today we're talking about buying habits and how that fits in with your videos. So last week I made a video about what makes a good video and what makes people buy from a video, whether they buy first time or whether they buy after watching a number of videos. But in this video we're going to talk about why people buy and what kind of habits they have in terms of buying and how you can make videos that fit in with those buying habits. So firstly, let's look at how people actually go about buying a product or service. What kind of things do they search? The first thing they search, I think, is all about price. So for example, say if they're buying a car or a TV, so let's go with car. They type in something like, how much does this car cost? So they give the year of the car, the make of the car, like any sort of other details about the car to find out what the kind of ballpark figure is for the price. And this goes along with any type of buying decision. So whether you're buying a TV, whether you're buying a product or service, something like that. People will be searching like that. So would it make sense to create a video answering those kind of questions around your product or around your service? Because that's one of the first things that people are going to start searching when they're ready to buy. The second thing is potential problems. So say if they're buying a car, it will be what potential problems does this car have? So maybe something with the tyres goes wrong, something with the engine goes wrong. I don't know a lot about cars, so sort of bear with me on this bit. But they'll be searching what kind of things are likely to go wrong. And that's likely with any other product or service as well. So it probably makes sense to create a video answering those kind of questions that people have with other, when they're buying your type of product or service. So what kind of problems can they expect? How can you help overcome those problems? And any other questions sort of surrounding the potential problems that they might have or they may have experienced previously when buying your product or service. Then it's all about comparison. So going back to the car analogy, they'll compare one model of car against another model of car and see what's better, what things are good on that version and what things are good on that car. And they'll do that with any sort of buying decision. You see where I'm going here? It would probably make sense to create some sort of video around that kind of subject. So sort of what you do and what something similar does, and compare and contrast those, maybe make yours come out a little bit better because it's your video. Those kind of things, those are the kind of questions that people are asking. Think about the last thing that you bought. You probably searched this product or service versus this product or service so you could justify the buying decision in your head and then make the decision based on these types of questions. Fourth is reviews. Going back to this car thing once again, you'd look at reviews for the car, you'd look at reviews for the seller, you'd see if they're trustworthy or not, you'd look at reviews for how good this car is after a few years, if it's an older car. So you can probably see where I'm going here. It probably would make sense to maybe bring a number of your customers together to ask them questions about how your products or services help them. So to create testimonial videos, so to help them create an overall review of your product or service. It might make sense to make a video a little bit like that. And lastly, there's the how-to. So going back to the car thing, maybe it's like how to change the tyre on a particular car, how to change a part on a particular car. You can totally tell I don't know a lot about cars, but how to change so-and-so on this particular car. So maybe, just maybe, it might make sense to make a video talking about how to do something that's sort of to do with your particular product or service. So if it's to do with, if you're buying a camera, for example, it's how to set up the best settings on that camera. If it's a service, it's how to, so video service for me, how to prepare for your video shoot. If you're answering those kind of questions when people are searching, when they're looking to buy, if you're the one answering those questions, you're going to be the one that they're talking to when it comes to them buying. So hopefully this video show has helped answer those questions around the kind of things people are looking at when they're looking to buy. So let's look at those again. Price, problems, comparison, reviews, and how-to. Those are the 5 types of things that you should be concentrating your videos on so that you stand out and you're answering the questions that people are asking when they're ready to buy. So if you've got any other questions or if you think I've missed anything in this particular episode of the video show, then by all means post it in the comments below and I will see you and you Didn't forget about you. I'll see you next time in episode 232. Bye.